And you know what? It's 2018, people. Do better.
Dear foreigners in Japan, I'd like to say to you that you will never be Japanese.
Ooh, the shit.
No matter how fluent your Japanese becomes, no matter how much years you live here in Japan, you will never be Japanese, guys.
A lot
I'm
of foreigners
sorry.
just lost their eyebrows because they've been burned.
I'm sorry. So all the striving you're striving to be accepted in a society here.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
You can love Japan, you can
love
love
it, but-
Japanese people, but you know, learn to love yourself as you are.
There's no. I mean, you can have it both ways. You can love Japanese culture and still be who you are.
Yeah.
So all this. Oh,
You, sir, you are disgracing the Japanese culture here. And I don't appreciate it, mister.
like
What?
have you been to Japan?
No, but I have a degree in Eastern Asian Studies.
Really, I love how like the default is like this very American accent.
Because that's most of who. Sorry, let's stop.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, with fire. Hit for punches
I
early.
feel like we need to add an American to the discussion to like get them.
Well, that
Really?
means these conversations would never end. That's just
We're doing shady here.
I'm just
we're doing
like,
shady.
I'm just
true
Yeah,
because,
true.
to be very honest, personally, the some of the conversations I've had in Japan.
I love how you're whispering, but
Yes.
like the people want to hear.
Dear foreigners, you're in Japan. So one thing you should know is respect culture. Don't force your own culture. That's one thing. There's a fine line between teaching and educating people about what is nice, what could work. You could give your opinions during a meeting or what could work for like sales or something like that. But it should be limited to that. Don't push and say, back in so-and-so country, this is what we do. I'm going to give an example. Please don't get offended. Back in America, this is how we do it. Back in France, this is how we do it. No, in Italy, this is how we do it. I'm sorry, you're in Japan. So if you have an opinion, yes, put it out there. Don't refer to your country. Refer maybe to how it's worked back there, but not because it's done in your country
It's the
makes
right
it
way.
okay. No, you're in Japan to respect the fact that they have their culture and they also have their ways of doing it, and just be okay with it. And that's fine. Everybody has their different ways of doing things. As long as you're fine with it, you can also. I think it's about co-educating people. Like you're learning in your country, but you're also teaching people about your country and learning about their country. So it's like a win-win situation. But don't force it on people. That's my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Being entertained by saying, and these people were there.
well, then I'm going to say, dear foreigners in Japan, stop being douchebags. Literally, I'm so sick and tired of it.
That's like what?
Let me just wipe the table.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Sorry. Okay, I'm for instance like a party person, right? Every time when I go there, it's like you have a nice atmosphere going on, you're dancing, you're having good vibes, and then out of the blue there's some creep coming over, especially foreigners, and they're like, okay, let's go. I was like, wow. Why? Just enjoy the cool vibes.
To be honest, some
violate
people like to
Touch
fight when
feeling.
they're drunk.
Yeah, and that's also another thing. Like we're here in Japan, everything is cool. You don't need to look for fights, or or
That's
just
true.
because everybody here is cool and calm, that doesn't mean that you have to,
Aggress.
show your manlyhood.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes I don't know if you ever encountered that, but especially in the night, like some of those guys, like they're just normal Japanese women or men even walking, and then like some of the foreigners feel like really cool, like oh hey baby or that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's unnecessary.
Why though?
Why?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually pissing me off. It's so annoying.
What's the reason?
But anyway,
I don't get it. What you
Dear foreigners in Japan, just because you've been privileged enough to get here, it does not mean you have the privilege or the right to make other people feel small or inferior, or that you're suddenly like better than everyone else. Like you have not arrived. You've had an opportunity to do more and to get more experience than people back at home. But at the same time, you're a human just like the rest of us. I really don't appreciate when people come to Japan and suddenly they're like, oh, you know what, like this isn't how you're supposed to do things. Oh, these Japanese people don't know anything. Oh my God, like they're so this and they're so that. And like, oh, how we do it back at home is so much better. Like, you have been lucky to come to these people's house. You respect it. Like, who wants someone in their place telling them what to do, how to live, and how to be? Like, nah, bro. Take a seat. Take a seat. Know your place. You are a guest here. You are not the owner. So chill. That's it for me. I think.
Pretty much like what I said.
That's pretty much what you said. Yeah.
But I think there's a fine line though. Like she said, you can come and give your opinion. Then this is what I said as well. You can come and give your opinions. That's totally fine because there are probably things that are well done in your country. But at the same time, don't push it. There's no need for that. You know, just respect. If they say no, truth is probably 95% of the time they'll say no. But you know, you tried. But don't push it. And yeah, just anyway, moving on.
Dear foreigners in Japan.
Another one?
Oh yes, I have many.
This is your passion.
Dear foreigners in Japan, please, I'm begging you. No, I'm begging. Look, come close, come. I'm begging you not to act like you can't speak Japanese when you actually can speak Japanese better than probably some native speakers. This is why I said this.
That's so
Listen.
true.
I know there's a fake humility that they have.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't speak Japanese. Then and then they 2 seconds later they literally ordering pizza, calling up the guy to reschedule their delivery for missed meal, and they can go to City Hall and no need a translator. But yet still, you ask them to help you, they're like, I don't know if I didn't know. Shut up.
And on the flip side of that, dear foreigners, don't fake when you can't speak in Japanese. It just sounds
Awful.
again. There's one country that comes to mind. Why is that? I'm not gonna mention the country though. When you're walking, Ria, hasn't this happened to us several times?
Many times.
You're walking down the street and they're like, just don't. In fact, you know yourselves. Just stop it. Don't.
Yeah.
If you don't know a language,
You don't
for
have to fake
example, if your friends come from, say, example, California. I wonder why I went for that example. But anyway, if your friends come in from California or somewhere and you don't know Japanese, don't be scaring this poor Japanese person like nani desu ka, and you're still forced speaking in Japanese. Like,
Or no, you just raise the level of your English. Like, can you tell me?
Had a kind of
you know,
Should be a station. And it's like, guys, chill.
Eki.
Not even that. I'm talking about the foreigners who know just one word in Japanese, and they would
Use
the
a word.
whole, and then a poor Japanese person is actually trying to understand you because they think you understand you speak Japanese, but it's so heavy. That's happened so many times.
Trying to show off stuff
And
for the
also
gram.
foreigners, you know what? If you don't know things about Japan, don't say it.
Yeah.
I'm a very direct person. I don't usually go out of my way to say certain things, but I've caught several foreigners. Again, a country comes to mind who are trying to like say something about. I know it's a lot of shade people, but I'm just be honest.
Sorry.
But several
like a
times, you know,
throwback.
they come to Japan and they act like they know everything about Japanese people. Oh no, they don't do that because blah blah blah. And most probably half of the time, their reason is wrong. Very, very wrong. I remember once there was a
video.
example.
Give examples, girl. Shady.
Tell the one with the karate master.
There's stories. Where's the tea?
Was it kendo?
And not even going that far, you know, these people who teach like it was kendo.
Yeah, the kendo.
This guy, this
A guy from a certain well-known country in the world, a first world country.
He came to Japan acting like he knew everything about kendo, and he was trying to teach a professional kendo. What's it called?
Undercover. He was undercover, like a kendo
He
master.
was undercover.
He
But
was undercover as a
teaches-
student.
He's actually a professional kendo.
Player.
Whatever it is.
Kendo, whatever, you know. And he's here saying
Kendo
like,
master.
no. Even the Japanese he was speaking was
We'll
off.
figure it out and put it down.
Even the moves he was teaching was off, like everything. And at the end of the day, he fights against this person he didn't really see. And then within not even 5 seconds, like a split second, this guy was out. Why? Because he took off his thingy and he's like, oh, you're the Japanese dude. And he's like, yeah, I'm a professional kendo master. and you were teaching me crap.
Yep.
But this guy is certified in the States as a kendo master. Can you imagine that? Like, why would you do that? If you don't know something, don't claim you know something.
Change your friend kingdom.
Seriously, I can't. I just don't
Change
get
your friend
it.
kingdom.
Just like the other one who opened a
Was
sushi
he
shop.
white? Was he white?
Yes, white.
Oh really?
Why you acting shocked,
What is a
bro?
red?
Colonized, I don't know nothing for real.
You know what? We're not supposed to say
we're not.
colonizer. It's colonizer.
Zap. It's a hard ER, right?
Yeah, not the hard ear. That's the offensive
That's offensive
one.
word, yeah. Colonizer. I beg.
My God.
Have you guys noticed anything about foreigners here in Japan?
For now,
While being here?
no.
For now, no.
No, we just had like one. It was like Pakistani or Turkish one. He was walking and he said, "Oh, chocolate," and I was like,
That's an
Yeah.
I
idiot.
was so pissed. I was like,
That's an idiot.
in what?
Roppongi?
Roppongi, probably.
Was it the
I know
kebab?
it.
Was it a kebab
Yeah, the
people?
kebab place,
A
probably.
kebab. Were you walking past a blue shop with
Maybe.
kebab? Yeah, they're
Maybe
like
that
that.
was there. And he
That,
was like
that's why you find
chocolate.
all the
Yeah.
uncles, you know.
The
Nigerian
uncles.
like,
I love the uncles sometimes.
Hey man, you want to see Titi? You want to see Titi, man? I'm like, I'm good.
No.
I got breast.
Or even better, wanna go to bar vibration? Bar vibration?
No,
That's the
what? No,
same.
no, no. Why are you doing the accent? You say vibration.
Vibration.
Propaganda. You know, the other time this guy was like, my sister outside, no brother. I have two brothers, you ain't one of them. I'm sorry. My brothers are fine.
Oh, I
And
have a
another
dare
thing they say,
foreigner.
champagne.
Champagne.
You know what? If you can't say it, don't say
You
it.
want some
Pico,
champagne?
don't say it. Champagne. You want champagne? No, I'm alright. I'll have
I
one.
don't know, right now I
Champagne,
feel like
something.
really like an
Okay,
asshole saying that and making
dear foreigners in Japan, you were able to get from wherever you come from to Japan. It took some level of smarts or intuition, so it shows me you can do that. You know,
Oh.
it means
just
that
be
you
honest.
can educate yourself
I love how
about
it is,
people.
because-
Don't come around here bringing all your stereotypes and assumptions about other people's cultures and bringing it here. Like, we don't need that. If I meet another foreigner here, I expect you to be knowledgeable. I
But
expect
you know
you
what?
to be
But
educated.
Let's be
I
not
expect
biased
you.
here, though.
It's only one to the people.
Don't we all have kind of stereotypes?
Yeah, we do.
When you walk across Roppongi and you see all those Nigerian bras, how do you feel? This girl, she even acting like she walks slowly. This girl, okay,
But
let me-
hold
wait,
up,
wait,
hold
wait,
up, wait, hold up. But I do that with everybody.
Wait,
First
wait,
of all,
no, wait.
and second of all,
Normally-
and second of all, and second of all, and second of all. But some of them we've met them in like Lee shop.
No, most
Yeah.
of this, like probably two out
The
of all
light
the
skinned
50 there.
dude, the two dark skinned dudes,
Okay,
the
let me,
guy
let me
who
guys,
owns
let me
the
give you guys
club.
an image of how Ria walks, eh? I'm here, Ria is there. That's how slow she walks. But when we're in Roppongi, where all the Nigerian men are, I'm here, Ria is over there. You know, that's how fast she is.
Speed.
She's just like,
First of all,
so that in
First of all,
is stereotyping,
guys,
right? Right?
guys,
Even when you see
first of
Indian-
all, guys. Okay,
let's be honest.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Alright.
Those uncles, the uncles, there's some that are cool. Like allow yourself the space to
Why are you
let
standing?
someone be
She's
who
showing
they
why
are.
they're shopping
I'm showing you why
Yeah.
it takes me a long time to walk down Roppongi.
No, it doesn't take you a
Guys.
long time. It
Yeah.
doesn't take you a
Yeah.
long That's not my point. That's not my point. It takes you a very short time to walk through Roppongi, Ria. You're very
But
fast.
because
She's
if I
trying to
didn't, they would
avoid
like
all
stop
of
and
them.
try to like hold me back and
No,
like,
but when you talk
sister.
about stereotyping, that's also kind of what you're doing, right?
It's what I've experienced. It's what I'm not stereotyping because I don't know these people or I haven't experienced certain things with them like I have.
I like that.
And not all are like that. Like there's some that that's why I said there's some that are okay. Like the light skinned one that we met in the barbershop, like he's okay.
Like stereotyping.
There's
Anyways,
like
yes.
you know, there's like at
I'm just
least
trying to be
there's
balanced.
like 50 of them, and there are 5 of them that I know like they're alright. You know, and that's okay.
It's
Have
getting
you
quite
girls
interesting.
had people come to you and ask for pictures?
Yeah.
Well, we
Other
yesterday-
foreigners?
It's not
Or
as common
Japanese?
as it is in other countries here in Japan, actually. In Japan, most people are very reserved.
Like
In China, for
yesterday-
example,
Oh,
They just take
don't
pictures.
get me started.
Yeah,
because
usually
they like
it's the Chinese
more
tourists that
open
just
to
like
blacks than
And they'll be like, and you're like pushing, and they don't care. They will like push your hand or like just come and like, what do you mean? I don't want to, and
In
they'll be
Japan,
like,
they don't do
no,
that.
yes, what?
No,
yes,
no.
yes,
In
what?
Japan,
Yes,
we
yes.
No.
Yesterday
No
we had
violence.
in where was it? Yeah. Asakusa, yes. We were at the shrine, and then there were like two Indian, like a father and his son, but the son was like 20 something, and they were like, oh, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, why? Like, you're in a touristy place, there are so many
of
things to
things
take
to
pictures
see,
of. You can take pictures of that. And they were like, no, but we want to take a picture with you. And I'm like, I'm nobody, so why? Like, what are you going to do with those pictures? Are you going to show them to your friends? Like, what are you going to say? And the father was getting a bit angry, like he was being defensive, like, we just want to take a picture. And I was like, yes, but
Didn't he
why?
tell you why?
Like-
it could be as easy as him saying like, I haven't met anyone that looks like you, and he just didn't want to.
What he said was like, it's a different culture, and I had like jewelry, like something that was here.
That's
So
cool.
in my house, like, okay, maybe it looks like the
Indian.
yes, the Indian thing. So I said okay, but first I questioned them because it was like, it's not okay to like maybe touch your. We were in Seoul, and some guy in the club was like, he touched my hair. So I was like, okay, and I wanted to touch his, and he was
And
like,
he-
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
it's the
so you
same
don't want me to
thing.
touch yours, but you would touch mine.
Exactly.
So I was then.
That's one
people
thing, eh?
need
Like,
to,
if you know you're going out of your way to do something that's not a norm, you can explain. I mean, this guy probably had a good reason for wanting to take a picture, like you explained, right?
Yes, he said it was
And
for the
if
culture.
For that, just be honest and be like, I'm really sorry. I like how you look, or like I like that thing on your head. We have that at home.
like your
Explain
complexion.
yourself. You know, just go ahead and explain
Chocolate.
yourself. And this actually brings me to another point. Dear foreigners, when someone says no, it means no.
Yes.
You need to understand that. I feel like even normally I'm not a clubber, but even when I'm out, like you're just very forceful. And if someone says no, why are you forcing yourself on me? How hard is no? Like seriously, it's 2 words, just not even 2 words, 2 letters. No.
Can I have a drink? Can I buy you a drink?
No.
Wow.
We
are friends. We are friends. We are friends. No.
Wow, and walk away. You know.
We are
No.
friends.
We are friends. And she says no to me.
You know, just when someone says no, it's a no, and just go with it.
Maybe no means yes.
Oh my God,
It's a
let's
joke.
not even.
don't start. But yes.
Patriarchy.
That's
Yeah.
How
Robert, what about you? No foreign stuff to talk about?
so
He
much
has a
stuff,
lot,
but
he
it's
said
just like, is
we
it
should-
really
we should
worth
move to the
everything?
next
Like,
one. But I think too, like what you're identifying there, Seiko, is like this level of privilege that it's weird being a black foreigner in Japan, because in a way you have a privilege as a foreigner. Like you have a lot of leeways that Japanese people don't have. But then you meet other foreigners, and because you're black, like they come with like the stereotypes or like the negative ideologies from back at home. So they see you and they're like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, you're not supposed to be here. I am meant to be here. I'm a white person because black people don't travel. Oh, like, you know, because for hundreds of years, Europe has been telling us who we are, what we should do. Like, they literally renamed our countries, like divided Africa like it was a piece of cake amongst themselves. So you think, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, you've been taught to think that when you meet a black person, you can identify him or her. You can tell them where they're from. You can act like you know shit that you don't know. And you know what? It's 2018, people. Do better. Educate yourself. If you could Google it, don't ask somebody. And if you want to ask somebody, humble yourself and come from a perspective like, hey, this is a discussion that I want to grow from, and I actually respect this person. Not like, yo, like, I know what's up. Like, like, how can you say Cameroon is in California? You could just be like, yo, I've never heard of that country.
Simple.
Where is it?
Oh, but they were pushing for it. They were like, no, I'm very sure there's that. And I was like, no, I'm very sure. I come from there.
You see, this is the
Not
kind
sure.
of thing that made me think that, you know what, like,
It's exhausting to educate them. It's
It is.
yeah, okay, fine.
But
And then
I think
next.
little by little, it's really about, like, you know, meeting other people, because, for example, Ria was my first Beijing friend. But also, I know in the back of my head, probably this is also because we come from Africa, right? And we feel like we should be more embracing of other cultures, because we don't think so, unfortunately, so highly of ourselves. So when I first met Ria from Barbados. That's the first time I even heard about, I knew Rihanna was from Barbados, but that's the end of my knowledge. I'm not going to be pushing stuff like, oh, I know
this.
Barbados, isn't it? Don't you guys say Wagwan? No, I'm not going to say that. That's
On
Jamaica.
replay.
Exactly, it's completely different. And we have to be open to the fact that it could be different, and we don't know everything, but they can educate.